elegant houses and higher in price. And the more you go back to the north, the houses get also nice. I mean, we have very nice houses, but they are cheaper and they are more affordable. So we will bring you now 30 minutes away from this waterfall to the second waterfall, driving to the north. Well, it's almost a half of the city's size that we will be driving you, and you will see the difference in the houses. While we are passing by the airport is like a border. Airport area is the farmer's land, is where the villagers of Antalya live. It was considered suburb, but now it's like in the middle of the town because we are running out of building space. We have no more space to build apartments, and everybody wants to live here. Everybody wants to own a house here. So it's very, very precious lands that were farmlands or are still farmlands. Enlist into this system. If you are a lucky one, they draw your name. If you're a lucky one, you pay something like $200 for the next 30 years. 40 minutes up, down. It will be like it's a quarter before, half after we can leave here. Half after 11 we can leave. So it's like 45 minutes. And the bus will drive away after he drops you, and I will buy you the tickets to go inside, and the meeting is then at the ticket place again, because he will drive back to pick us up, so we will meet him outside again. This is the entrance. There are some camels you see there. I will tell you, these are the only camels left we are a camel culture, but you know, they are only for tourists now. Let's go. So we have a baby. Der Kleine geht dann da runter. Okay? Das sind eure. You have the slit, read the paper, the barcode, and then you can go through. How many what? Yeah,
That really cool. That.
huh?
The drone is not allowed. Fire is not allowed.
Certainly they were kings, like, you know, important people. Like the lion is the king of the animals, the one buried must have been a king of someone. This is Atatürk. Because of him, we can call ourselves a democracy. I can work in front of men. You know, I have freedom. So he's the founder of Republic Turkey. Very important man. The Turkish flag. Let's go this way. He's the mayor. He's not important. He wants us. I'm the mayor. So what? I'm so nice. So the bridge brings you over the river.
Yeah. A lot of vendors.
Also, there is another bridge that brings you over the river. Sometimes these are two bridges. Sometimes there is a very nice walkway. Children like it. Sometimes they let the water through. So you can take off your shoes and walk in the water. It's very cold water. So on the other side is a toilet. You can use the toilet. On the other side of the first bridge was a mosque. This is actually not so much touristic. This is more for us, a hangout place for Turkish people. So we come in groups, in big groups. You see how nice this is. This is very pleasant, and we picnic here. We spend hours and hours and hours here. That's why we need a mosque, you know, for prayer. Here is a souvenir area. You may have seen there are lots of mines in the Toros Mountains. The last 20 years they gave really too much permission for mining, but we provide the marble of the world, and they say only in Turkey we have enough marble for the whole world's need for the next 100 years. Imagine so much marble, but they also discover sometimes precious stones they sell here. One of them was so rare that the sultans gave their name to the stone. It's a sultanate. Now we found in 2017, looking for marble, we found a sultanate mine. You know, interestingly, so sometimes nice things happen. They look ugly, but you know, you need the mines. What do you do? So they sell them here, and they change color. Coffee, or cold juices. But these ladies here make a Turkish fast food. You know, it's like a hamburger, but for us, this is the Turkish fast food. Let's go on. It's really hard work. When we do fast food, we make it good.
This is the moment of truth.
First level and turn left, you come into the cave. I would do that. I mean, it's very nice. It's a little wet, but you can see the waterfall. Then you can keep on going all the way down. You exit there where the stairway is. If you feel you have bad knees, you don't want to go down, you can stay at this level. It's also nice. The more you go, the more you turn back and see the waterfall. The waterfall is already here. It's right next to me. But when you go down and walk along the right bank, a little further, there is a cave where bats are. Be cautious, they drink blood. No? They eat mosquitoes. I shouldn't be scaring the children. They are so nice, but they sleep. But they chit-chat. They are very talkative animals. They talk so much. It is really loud inside the cave. Don't miss that one. This is very humid, so they feed on the mosquitoes. And then you can cross the bridge to the other side and come up the other way. These stones you see here, you see there's interesting patterns on the stones. They are for the olives. It's the water pressure. They use the water pressure to turn the grinding stone, and they would press the olives oil out, not squeezing the seed, because when you squeeze the seed, it's bitter. You don't want that. You only want the flesh. So this is an antique oil mill, like, yeah, kind of. So enjoy your time, and I see you outside in 40 minutes.
Segura na mão de Henrique. Aí tem que ter cuidado aqui, hein?
अभी हम जा रहे हैं एक केव जो गार बोलते हैं इसके थ्रू ये है केव यहाँ से थोड़ा बहुत ये है वाटर पार्क ये है असल मंदिर
כן, אתה תראה זה בית כזה ישן.
Traffic because people own hotels there or they own restaurants there and shops, so they have to drive things back and forth. But 99% these people don't live here. The owners don't live here. They rent it out. There's much more money in the tourism industry. Instead of like Airbnb, instead of staying yourself, you would get a lot of money renting it out. And they are very nice buildings, refurbished rooms or hotels. And my great advice, I mean, if you have a free time at weekend, we are very young in this bus, this is a party town. It's a lot at weekends if you want to come back for a dinner or something, all right? So, and in the end though, we will be at the harbor and we will get on a boat, and I'm sure it will be much nicer than yesterday because it's of course a little bit cooler and it's always fresh on the water, so you get to see all the rocks that I am talking about so long from the seaside. The best place to enjoy them is from a ship, so that they will like drive you at the shore, and we will make a circle, and like an hour or so we will be then back to unite with the bus, who will then drive us for lunch. Okay, so lunch I'm thinking about 2 o'clock or so. This gate is called the Gate of Hadrian. Hadrian he was everywhere. Do you remember Wall of Hadrian, Road of Hadrian, Arch Gate, Triumph Gate of Hadrian, because he was a traveling emperor and he was one of the 5 good emperors. His period is the imperial period, not the Republic Rome, but the imperial Rome. In the imperial Rome, they did not have their sons take over, they adopted good, high quality generals. So it was kind of flourishing, booming time. But some of them were so, how to say, in love with themselves, that they brought in the imperial cult. Saying, I am God, I'm not just emperor, I'm not just your leader, I'm the leader of, divinity, I'm so good. So he was one of them. And to the city of Antalya, he gave the right to be a cult city. meaning to be a city having the privilege to build a temple for the king. I would say God, yeah, God King. So there is also a temple for Hadrian inside. And they, in return, built this triumph gate in his honor to flatter him, to make him happy. It was 2 stories tall. The upper part somehow got missing because of earthquakes, we believe. Or maybe people just took them down at poor periods and used them as building material, as a quarry. In the 1960s, this was the level you walked in. The level we are standing was the level we walked in. But then the university dug it out and we came across the original level. So that's what you see there. And we will walk into now. So they also discovered some of the original items that was all in the dirt. But they couldn't find some of the originals, like these 3 columns are not original, but one is. The lions you see up there, they are not original, but the lions inside are. These lions are water spouts. They are spitting out rainwater collected by the rain gutters. It was nice to be here when the lions were spitting out the water. And this was all painted. You know, that was reds and blues and yellows and orangey ochre colors at this. Yeah. So we walk in now.
ये बता रही है हिस्ट्री के बारे में आहिस्ता आहिस्ता। Hadrian.
Municipality had a hospital and they neutered them. That's why they are so obese. To use it as a watchtower, we will see it when we are inside the boat.
Sen bu Türkiye'de ama parasındaki adamlar yumuşak düşünü göremez. Ha. Karşıda.
So we are walking now on this level, but bear in mind 2 meters lower is the original level. So this is probably 300 years old. These houses maybe 400 years old. There is a lot of symbolism going on. Inside the city wall was where the rich people lived. Outside the city wall is where the poor people lived, or the peasants, or the farmers. So mainly the educated folk was living inside, and they were non-Muslim. They were always the Greeks, the Armenian, and the Jewish. So there's so many symbolic items. This is all new, you know, this is all Turkish. But when you look to the medusas, or at some houses, this one here on the corner has a symbolic Star of David. So it's a Jewish house, it's a Christian house, and look at this here at the corner. And then there is this one with Islam. So there are maybe 2% of all the houses that are Muslim. There were a few Muslim people living, but 99% they were either Greek Orthodox or Jewish. So where are they now? When we fought World War I and we lost, and we started the War of Independence, it was not the British we fought. The British mothers didn't send any more soldiers to the war because the war was so long already. So they made the Greeks fight in their stead. And the Greeks in Greece and the Greeks in Turkey, the whole shore was Greek, they fought the Turks. So when the war ended in the Turkish victory, the leader whom you saw, he said, you need to leave. This is one family, and you can look inside. Huge one family. Old traditional lifestyle would mean when your children grow up, they would never marry and go. They would marry and come, you know? Depending on who of the married couple, whose family is better off, they would move into their house. So that's why they needed these big yards and these big buildings. Carry your suitcases. So you need to have the buses, not the buses, but maybe the taxis come in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even when you drive in and you have your Google on, Google doesn't know the roads.
No. We have read about that several times where people end up in the water.
I know. You drive and then it's like a dead end street.
Yeah.
Yeah, back up. Someone fell down. Say,
Ya burada bir tane bayan merdivenle.
yeah, she slipped and fell, but our boat is there.
Bak kaldıramıyor.
These are 40 steps, very slippery. Take. Okay, I go sideways, like old people do.
ये है हार्बर। अब हम यहाँ से एक बोट के ज़रिए जाएंगे और बोट से सिटी का नज़ारा करेंगे इंशाल्लाह। साथ में रहिए और वीडियो को एंजॉय करते रहिए।
Also, this is your boat. Please get on it.
Yes. Hello. Thank you. Am I go? Yes.
Upside is better. Upside is better.
So, upside is, oh yeah, already people here. अब बोट में आ गए हैं, ऊपर वाला हिस्सा।
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness.
We can go. Now he says.
Thank you so much.
Evet. Buradan çekiyor çünkü.
Anladım. Hungry, very hungry. Don't eat any ice cream.
It's here, yeah?
Save it. It's very no. It's like 20 minutes to drive. Not far, but very nice.
Hello, my friend. Would you like water cold? Very cold. Nice and thick. Very good for you.
Which one?
Which one?
Please come in. Here, 1980s, Antalya population was in 40,000. until 1990. 1990 it became 350,000. Today almost 3 million. So imagine in the 80s the population just started with the tourism, you know, many tourists are coming. So they thought, oh, this is a nice mountain. It's 650 meters high. It overlooks the, you know, the sea and the mountains. Let's have a restaurant on top. So they built a road, a serpentine road that went up and then the restaurant with a lovely view. A view of 360 degrees everywhere. You not only see the coves, the beaches, or Antalya, you also see the backside, the other side of the mountains. Okay, you can go through now.
अब हम केबल कार में बैठ के एंजॉय करेंगे।
Start your downhill because this takes 10-15 minutes. I may not see you again now. You're free. Yeah, it's a very nice town.
हम अब बिल्कुल ऊपर आ गए हैं केबल कार के the highest point. Look at these mountains.
Serinliğe beraber getirdim abla. Hello.
Oh, there is a terrace.